Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Welcome if you're new. I'm Stacy and it's Friday and my video is late again because this work week has been crazy at the day job. That is my excuse and I apologize for it being another late video. But then I got to thinking, what do I want to do for this video? And then I got overexcited and I got out my color cube. This is by, here, let's just flip the lid. Sarah Renee Clark. This is her volume 1 cube. I got both of them. Volume 1 and 2 for like $67 in shipping on her website. You can look her up on YouTube. She is a lot of fun. And she put together these boxes which contain these cards. And these cards are to get us going. If you don't know what you want to draw, like you're drawing a blank. So funny. These cards are to get you motivated. Just pick one at random, even if you don't feel like drawing it, and I do this regularly. Even if I don't feel like drawing that picture, I pull it out and I'm like, ugh, that's not what I want to work on. I do it anyways. Now these cards are numbered and they're 1 through 250, so there's 500 total. Pretty sure that's right. Or are there 1,000? Yeah, 250. And these are the cards I've already used. I put the, they come with instructions on how to use them and ideas, and on the back there of each card there's the tints and shades of the hue that you're going to use. But I used the instruction card to separate the cards that I've used this year from the cards that I have not. So I am using it. This is just box 1. Box 2 is out in the living room. I'm also doing that with box 2. And at the end of the year, I'm gonna, I'll be able to tell how much of the box I utilized. And B, I think I might put them all back and start, like, I don't know, pick a different way. Pick a different way to manage the box next year. I mean, it's only February, so. At any rate, I pulled out all of these cards moments ago. I'm going to put the cube over here so I don't knock it off the table because I don't have much room right now. And I have out my Hahnemuhle, I think that's how you say that, velour paper. This is a pad of paper I got for Christmas, and it is that highly textured, like kind of fuzzy paper. Someone made fun of me because I called it furry, but it does feel like slightly furry. It feels velvet, like that velour stuff, that velvety sweatsuit fabric, only more concentrated. But remember velour joggers? Am I dating myself? So I thought we'd pick a picture, and then I have many colors in here. There's the soft gray, and I was thinking this would be pretty on this one, or this green. We could do this guy, purples and the yellows against that green because there's greens in the back. Thought that might be fun. And then this bright yellow. Thought we could either do this or this on this paper, or I could split the paper in half, and we could try one on each. Oh, that's a good idea. So I'm going to split this paper in half and we'll do that. Maybe not today, but on another video. And then this one I thought would be cool on the gray. Wait a minute, where's that other gray? So this is me working out what I want to do with this paper. This is like a softer gray, right? And the other one was dark. Should we use the dark one? Yeah, because then the whites would show up really well, and the blacks and blues. Amazing. Alright, so that's what we're going to do with that one. Then I have some brownish papers. A couple of browns. I don't know about the browns. And then there's this last soft blue-gray one, which I think I want to do these two scenes on. So I'm not sure about these yet. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That might be pretty on there. All of our colors would show up. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with the brown sheets yet. For today, I was thinking the fish. And you guys can tell me in next Fun Friday video which one you think you want to see me do. This one is so pretty. But I was thinking of trying the fish on the green paper today. Or this sunset one on the cream paper. What do you guys think? I still have this gray one to choose a picture for. Alright, so I have out my Pan Pastels because I don't know if Pan Pastels will work on these. I haven't tried it yet. I know from my last painting that I did of the rose, I can show you guys that on the black paper. Right here, which turned out super fabulous. Goes this way. Which turned out gorgeous. I only used 3 colors on this one. In my NuPastels, these harder sticks. I also have, this is my I broke the sticks in half and put half of them in this box to have out in the living room, and then the other half is down on the shelf down there in the original box. This is just more portable for me, and then the little bits in here, this is what my actual working palettes look like when I'm using them. These are my Mungyo, all these chunky ones, the chunky monkeys in here are all my Mungyo artist handmade pastels that I bought the set. I bought all of these pretty much at the same time about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Possibly. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up on the Amazon to tell you. At any rate, I have these. And as you can tell, they break and crumble, and I've just been leaving them tucked in their little cubbies because I can go in and use the crumbs on other pieces. I'm not sure how yet, but I know I can. I haven't quite figured that out. But this is what I have out to use today. And I thought this turned out so cool. Nothing like expectations, right? Let's see if I can break my heart today and fail miserably at a sunset piece. Alright, decided. We're going to do this one. Although I do really want to do the fish. No, we'll do this one. Alright, stop. See, decisions. And these are really hard to get out of here. Maybe I should use a palette knife to like you do with your watercolor pads. Oh, I had a palette knife over here. I have plastic ones. I thought I had a metal one. There you are. Palette knife. I have tons of these floating around. Let's see if I can get this to come off of here without ruining the page below. Maybe. Anybody have pro tips on how to get the paper out of the pad without ruining the other pages? Because that'd be nice. First 10 minutes of the video are me struggling. This is what happens before I hit record, generally speaking. I hit record and I'm like, hi, I'm ready to go. Are you guys ready to go? And this is the before. There we go. Alright. Because the yellow, which already has debris on it, was between the gray and the green. So I don't want to ruin either one of those because I ruined the black one pulling it out. I got aggressive and crazy and I didn't ruin it, but I like damaged that corner pretty good, which is kind of discouraging. Once you frame it, you won't ever see it, but still, it hurt my heart in the moment because this paper is expensive and I got it for Christmas and I didn't want to ruin it. See? Oh, sorry about that sound. Whoa! So I have out my little tray that I got a 2-pack of these little trays on Amazon to put stuff in. The rest of my card in there. There we go. And I have out my blending tools. These, I need to get new covers because most of my covers are, over time they got weirdly hard. And they won't like soften up. I tried washing them and yeah. At any rate, I have out my wands for my Pan Pastels, and these are more blending wands. And you can see that I use certain ones for certain colors, so I kind of just leave them be in here as I'm working. I just did a big personal piece. Man, that I was not happy with how that turned out. I'm currently in the process of rejiggering it and seeing what different way I can do things. All right, so set those guys over there. We'll open up our Pan Pastels. Now my Pan Pastels, I don't have the whole set or anything. I do have, all right. So these are our colors that we can use, and we kind of have a soft yellow paper. So maybe this pink and lavender. It's not the color names of them at all. But we can tip them over and figure out what the actual color names are. This one is Violet Tint. And this one is Permanent Red Tint. I also have Permanent Red over here. Let's see what I got on the bottom here. Blues and greens, which we don't really need. Well, maybe this green. I'm trying to pluck it out, the lid's still on there. And I got these palette things on Amazon for I think $11 or $12 each. They do not come with the Pan Pastels. The Pan Pastels come in their own packaging in their own box. Do I need the white? These are whites. Well, sorta. They're not really white anymore. Do I have a titanium white? That's Colorless Blender. And you are Raw Umber Tint. Do I need that? I don't think so. Let's pull out. That's Raw Umber. And Raw Umber Shade. And maybe this one, Burnt Sienna. Do we think? Alright, we'll pull those out. Alright. Okay, do I have a white? I actually need to get, I'm going to go ahead and, I don't have a bright yellow. See that yellow orange back there? I have that yellow right there that we can use. Okay, I'm going to set these aside because I pulled out the ones I'm going to use, which is generally how I work with these because the palettes take up so much room. If I had like a side table that I could put them on, ideal studio situation again. Oh, and here's Douglas. Say hello. Hello, Douglas. He's going to hang out up here at the top of the table here and he makes me happy. He's super soft. Now let's tape down our paper. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to place the paper here. Make sure we're straight in the scene. And straight on the table because that'll bother me. And give it a tape down. Because the back of this paper is a little slick. And I like a border. I'd like to see that yellow border around the whole piece. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It's always satisfying to... And this is Holbein Soft Tape. I got the teensy rolls accidentally through Let's Make Art. I ordered the wrong thing. I wanted the big fat rolls. But the teensy rolls are what came. And I actually really love this soft tape. It's really sturdy and sticks down without ruining my paper, which is really nice. I don't know how long this is gonna. I got 2 of these. Like $4. I'm gonna have to order more. Got some smudges on there, but that's all right. We'll work it in. Okay. Now, put our picture up here so I can actually see what I'm doing. And then, I need a tissue to set the pastels I'm using on because pastels are super messy. I'm kind of a disaster when it comes to these tools. I'm messy anyways, but you know, messy artist on top of messy supplies, and you just got more mess. Although I do have a blast. If you don't like your hands to get super dirty, don't use your hands. Use blending tools. All kinds of blending tools out there for you guys to look up and use. You can use. I don't know that these would work on this paper, but you can use these blending stumps. You can use these wands. They come with removable little pads that you can wash and put back on, and they actually last quite a long while. Mine dried out because I haven't used my pastels. I had not used my pastels in quite some time, and yeah. Dump these out. What do I got here? A blue green. And these are cheap makeup wands that I got at the dollar store. These will eventually like unglue and fall off, but they've been super sturdy. Got two different kinds. And I tend to use the same one for the same colors, you know, ish. So they've lasted quite a while. Alright, let's do this purpley one that I have over here. It's kind of dark. And put in a horizon line now. We'll go ahead and draw with this. Let's get in the gist of our dock real quick. It's gonna go up to about it's kind of at the halfway point. I don't really dig that, but that's alright. It's going to go up to about, we'll make our dock stop right about there. Yeah, right about there. And I'm just going to use the dirty stick to kind of block in where our dock will be. Right here. Ooh, that took that up really quick. Good way to... We could actually use a little bit of this brown. And I remember too that once the pigment's down, you can't really pick it up. It's in there. It's like in the fibers of the paper. So perhaps that green, because it is, oh, we get the light off of there. It is faintly green back there, our foliage. Not hard, but faint. It's got faint green cast. So, oh, am I going bold? Let's not do that. That might discourage me later. We'll put in, you guys aren't going to be able to see that one. Let's go this shade. There we go. Gently skimming on the page and getting in that back like that, and then there are trees back there, but we don't want to put the trees in yet. I just want to get my horizon line in here. Yeah, my pier's going to have to go out a little further, I think. Get our horizon line in right there. And it's foliage against water. It will look like a pretty crisp line because it's so distant. But don't worry about it being super straight, and don't worry about it being perfect, because it's nature, you guys. Nothing perfect in nature. Nothing. Mother Nature don't fly like that. She likes to throw us curveballs every so often. Alright, so that's super bright. Alright, so that's that. Alright, where's that bright? I'm going to set this guy here. The colors I'm using I'm going to set over there. I'm a little hesitant to go that orange, but I'm going to take this brighter yellow, which is dirty, which is why I have this, If your pastel gets dirty, just rub it off, like so. Alright, and right in here is our, yeah, that's perfect. Kind of yellow, brightness down here. Like that. Oh, where's that? I didn't get the Pan Pastel white out. I should have. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. I'm making a mess already. I haven't even hardly started. Now these are a little, this one's almost down to nothing. I'll pull him out. I've used my Pan Pastels quite a lot. They wear very, very slowly. They are an investment. You'll go through the white a lot because you use it to blend, but if you don't want to go through white a lot, you can get the blending that I just showed you. It looks white, but it's not. It's a clear blending color. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm going to just tap this over here. Like that. That got rid of most of my residues. And then we'll take this and just gently clean off the top. Like that. Clean. Now, what am I going to use for, I don't really have a clean tool for my white. Do I? You know what? I do. I have this little one. These are what all your tools come in when you order Pan Pastels. They'll come stacked. They all screw together. And they come stacked, one color on top of the other, and at the bottom, if you order a set that has wands and blending tools with it, that's what these little cups are. And I keep them for all my different blending tools that I use. So that's what these are, in case you were wondering. And I just keep them stacked whether they have stuff in them or not, because I have more stuff on the way. Oh, is that one clean? Oh, that one's pretty clean. How clean are you? Are you pretty clean? Or I could use this guy. I'll show you. These come off, and this is a newer one, but I just used it for dark colors on my, and they tear pretty easily. My last piece. Come off. You know what? Any other day, yeah, see, any other day they just pop right off while I'm using them. Not today. And then you just, there's a little opening at the bottom of these, and you just poke it in and slide it on like a glove, like a super tight glove. Well, not super tight, it's just snug. And it goes till it's down all the way. There we go. And then you basically have a paintbrush, which is part of the charm and allure of Pan Pastels. You can just paint right on. I don't know how this is going to work on this paper though. Get a heavy application and skim it on there. And let that yellow kind of peek through. Is that too much? Lots of control. Yeah, this might be too much fabric on fabric. So maybe just my finger. Nope. I'm so scared to go in there with this super soft white one. Now the Mungyo ones, I don't know if you watched the last video, but these were super soft and they didn't really, oh, there we go. Maybe I just needed to work it up a little bit. Like that. This paper is so amazing to work on, you guys. Then just skim it over the top like that. How's that look? It's a lot of white right now, and yellow and yellow, but we're going to go ahead and all of our darks will help that balance. Let's get in something to make it balance a little bit so that I'm not throwing your eyes all crazy. Alright, I don't really have a lavender in here. I don't really have a lavender. Alright. Let's go ahead and really dig in there. Pick up a heavy dusting of our lavender color. Yep, not digging that at all. Alright. Oh, my brain. Alright. My brain hurts me. I really wanted a light lavender and I don't have one in pastels. But that's alright. What we're going to do to balance this out a little bit, because it's reflected into the water a bit. I don't want to not have this color balanced throughout the page, you know? And just lightly, a chunk of yellow, skimming the surface of the paper, that texture. That probably looks a little gray, huh? That's alright. It's all alright. Gently, gently. And then I want this pink, but I want it to be more pure than it is. Because I do not have a soft pink either. I have that bright pink. That might work a little bit. Ooh, maybe we put it on with tissues. Accidental discovery. Well, definitely didn't waste it. Is that a better way to do this? I don't think so, because I can't feel the paper. Let me get my pale pink in right through there. Oh, and then it's definitely through here as well, in that water. Whew, that's a lot of crazy colors right now. I promise it'll balance. I'll make it work. I will make it work. Alright, I don't know the Pan Pastels are the way to go. I do have this kind of weird pale pink. Will that work? Oh yeah. There we go. That's nice. And take our soft white on top of there. Blend it in. Make it all soft and glowy. And I'm talking really low again. Sorry. I keep forgetting that I do that. Alright, let's pick some purpley lavender colors out. Let's see, what do I have close to purple? Well, this guy's very purple. It's nowhere near lavender, but if we go light, there we go, like that, kind of gently get that purple cast in. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. This paper is very satisfying. Go ahead and get that purple glow on. Does that look purple? Yeah, okay. That dark lavender right there is showing through hardcore. Like that. Then, alright, then I'll go over the top of this with our pink. I have a darker pink as well. Is that a better choice? That might be a better choice. Drop that pink down like that. A little bit of purple over the top of that. For that upper corner. And then we'll get some pink to soften this purple here. Kind of make it more uniform and blend in with the page a little better, like that. There. And then behind our trees is kind of going to glow pink and purple back there. And behind these trees glows yellow, so we don't want to get too carried away with that. Alright, let's put those down for now. Grab our soft white. Let's skim that across the top of the page. Is that the lavender I was looking for? I'm afraid to touch my page now. And see, it doesn't really blend out. It kind of stays where you put it. So you're pretty much stuck with the colors that you put down. That's alright though, because I can make it work. Oh, I will make it work. A little more lavender up here. Kind of swooping down. How's that? Alright, let's not fuss with that part. And I'm going to come in here with this pink. Because it goes lavender to pink to kind of a creamy white yellow down there. So we can pretty much obliterate the yellow that's up here. It is peeking through and giving that soft glow that's really nice. Just soften that out. I think I have a soft pink. I have this intense pink. I don't think that's what we need. I'll just soften this a little bit like that. And then come back in. Maybe with the intense pink. Should I take the paper off? It's not intense pink. It's cold pink. 448 each. Never going to remember that in a gazillion years. Why? This is why right here. Because I tear off the papers willy-nilly, and we throw them away, and we use our colors as we wish. Oh, that's kind of pretty. That's kind of super pretty. I dig it. Alright, let's set that guy there. I do wish I had a deep lavender over here. I do not. I'm going to keep harping on it, apparently. I don't know if I should introduce another color. Maybe a touch of blue? No. No, 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 no. Ah. Dirty booger. That's alright. It'll be fine. Wow, I got super quiet. There was a panicky moment of, I don't think I'm going to be able to save it. It's fine. Alright. Do you feel like we should stop fussing with that corner? I feel like we should stop fussing with that corner. We should not introduce that color. We should pull this pink down across there. And then I'm going to pull it across here. Like that. I'm actually going to pull it across our bridge a little bit because it has a lot of pink highlights. We'll do that. Then we'll come over here and get in soft pink over here. And then this is mostly dark lavenders and shadows over here. I'm going to go ahead and put the pink in. I know it looks scary. We're just doing it. We're going in bold. Why? Because we can. I feel like I should have this ready to rock and roll to soften things. What do you guys think? This is light yellow ochre. Alright, throw that over there willy-nilly, like I said before. Alright, so I'm going to put in a skim of pink right here because it's super light. But there's a bold pink line back here, going back into the distance, along that line there. And then, oh yeah, cream that out a little bit like that. I'm skimming it. I'm letting that light paper poke through as well. It's a little darker right here. Maybe where there's a little shadow of the pier. Right? Because there's shadows over here, so it makes sense that there'd be shadows over there. That. Bring that in. This is water through here. How's that looking? Not too shabbily, not too shabbily. Alright. We'll fuss with the water later. I don't want to get too crazy. Alright, this whole spot right here is just way too dark. I got carried away with my pink. And then my yellow white glow is through here, like that. Do I have a soft yellow? This ochre. Should we try it in the sky? Someone out there screaming at me, don't do it! I can feel it in my bones. Oh, that's pretty. Kind of doesn't really show up for you guys. It's very vibrant to me, though. Maybe grab. No, that's kind of a green yellow. We don't want green yellow in our sky. That would be bad. No. No, no, no. There it is. Turn this. There. I don't know how much more this sky is going to take. I need to soften that streak though. It's really bothering me. Yeah, I do that. That hot white spot right here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put in our, to balance out all this brightness that we got going on, because it's crazy bright right now. And I have a couple dark clouds to put in there that'll help balance things out as well. I'm going to go ahead and put in our dark greens. I'm going to use this guy, which is deep olive green. We're going to gently, I'm going to have to take the paper off. Some of these handmade pastels are very soft and some of them are very hard. Like this guy is like a rock. Maybe if I just get him going on a piece of tissue. There we go. That's better. Go ahead and get in some. Oh, there is a. I'm gonna use my NuPastel because it's hard. This is also a very dark green. Get in that. Just a bit of dark right there. goes back behind. And there's distant dark right here on the very edges where the water touches that foliage. My shape got away from me a little bit, but that's alright. We'll work with it. It'll be fine. So there's our deep dark line. Super dark, I know. It'll be alright. That gives me a stopping point for all of the bits of foliage that we're going to put in the background. It's kind of silhouetted because of the brightness of the sky, so it kind of feels a little bit like a silhouette, but at the same time there's bright spots and there's, you know, where the light is peeking through the foliage, and so it's not all going to be super dark. You don't have to do it that way. I mean, you can if you want to. If you prefer that look, you can totally go in and just throw in a hard dark line. I just am not feeling that today. Get in some different heights, and there's a little bit of a hill shape back here, kind of like that. And there's treetops within the hill shape, like that, and then kind of sweeps down, and then it gets a little smaller and lower over here, consecutively as we go, of course, out to our coastline, right? I'm just doing little dots and dashes and squiggles and just little marks, squiggling it on the page, and it creates that halo of treetops back there, which I think looks fabulous. And then this guy is closer to us, so there's just a lot more going on. I feel like I really want to tear the paper off now. Dug right into my chalk, that's alright. There we go. Got right in there. Alright. Right up into our tree line. Why not? Right up in there. Remember not to obliterate your sky peeking through, because it won't look like trees if you do. It'll just look like a blob of color. Like that, in different directions. And then down here where it's really dense forest, you can pretty much just color in some pretty dark darks. And then we'll come in over the top of that and put in little dabs of highlights here and there. How's that looking? Oh yeah. And it helps balance out all that brightness, right? All that crazy pink and purple going on. I am going to tame down all this pink on this side as well, kind of a lot. And then we have kind of just a few definitive tree shapes over here. Kind of swoops out into the water a bit. and get that in like that. Good. Should I make it taller? Yes. Yes, I should. I should make it quite a bit taller. Alright, so I'm being timid. I'm being too timid. Let's get right in there and pull this guy down there like that. And then there's a tree up here like this. And then it kind of comes down. That's a little better. Yeah, I dig that. Alright, so that's that guy. And then, for a little bit of... No, that's a little too dark, but that's alright. I already got it in here. We'll just roll with it a little bit. Put in some spots here and there. Kind of too olivey for the tropical areas. Got a little carried away with myself. Let's use this darker guy. Is that too much? A little. But we're going to roll with it. Yeah. Because I can come over the top of it again with that dark green and tame it down a little bit here and there. Normally I would be listening, just so you guys are aware of how I normally work, if I was gonna like voiceover or just this was a personal piece that I was practicing and not videoing, or even sometimes when I do video I do this as well. I put my book on and I shut my brain off and I just go on instinct. I just roll with it. And that's a lot of the way I work. That's very bright. That's okay. Put some of the dark brightness over here. Dark brightness. That's right. It's dark brightness, you guys. It's the newest video game coming out. Dark brightness. The Brightburn movie that was out. Was that the one that Will Smith was in? I think that's the right one. Where there's elves and ogres and orcs and whatnot. I really enjoyed the movie. I just wish I want to do a little bit of bright green at the top in some areas over here, just because I do feel like it would show, right? That mist of bright green bits here and there against the yellow sky. Okay. Alright, let's put that guy back down. Where we feel like it's just a little too crazy. Got a little too much going on. We'll just darken that back up. I'm actually happy with the back one. It's this front one that got away from me a little bit. So I'm going to come in here and just... This is really hard on the bottom. I feel like I wish I had sandpaper out to kind of soften this a little bit. was I using this? Oh, there we go. How's that? Yeah, I dig that, because the glow of the sun is hitting the outside bits of the tree. You can see right there how the glow of the sun is hitting the outer edges of the tree and making it a bit brighter. I mean, that's probably too bright. Could probably make it a little less intense. Just skim this over the top of that bright, bright, bright. Is that tapping it down too much? No. And that's also lending a bit of texture to those spots so that it looks more like foliage than a blob of color. There we go. How's that? I dig that. Okay. How's our foliage looking? Pretty intense. And it makes that sky look soft in comparison, right? I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, that looks nice. I kind of dig it. Alright, there are some darker clouds, kind of. I don't know that I want to go in with a dark chalk though. Maybe I'll use the dirty smudgy tool to come in here and put in, maybe, or not. I feel like I want to though. Alright, fine. Fine, we'll go in with the chalk. Didn't want to. Oh, alright, well that's not too terrible. Get in some wispy bits of cloud kind of right in the foreground. Mist out on the edges. Like that. Yeah, alright. I'm alright with that. And then it kind of breaks up a little bit out here. And there's another little dark spot going back in behind the tree. Like that. Dig it. And up here there's some more indications of more, just more. Like that. How's that? Oh my goodness. See, you gotta wait for it. There are sometimes you're in a painting and you're just not sure. I was there a few seconds ago before I put in the green and before I popped in these little clouds over here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This paper is so satisfying. I feel like there's more behind that circle. I don't know if I want to get that carried away. Maybe it kind of just blends into that background up there. Oh my gosh, that looks so great. Little puffs. Oh, I am digging how this is turning out. Alright, and then across this, the yellow, there's also little bits, but not super dark. So I don't want to go crazy, but I do want to put them in. So just gently skim the edge of this across. Get in a couple dark spots. And make sure it's not all one straight line, right? Otherwise that'll look weird. Maybe drop one in back here. Some little bits back there. How's that? Oh my gosh. I'm very happy with how this is working out. I feel like I should put in pink ones over here. Kind of soften these out with a little bit of pink. Maybe. Alright. Do we want to put in more, or are we good? Are we good with how this looks right now? I could fuss with this sky for quite a while. Alright, I'm going to leave it alone. Oh, but I want to play. Alright, I'm going to leave that alone. Now the sky to the tree line for me is pretty close to done. I don't want to mess with it too much more. I do want to get in down here. My super bright yellow glow. But it's not straight yellow like this. It's got a bit of orange cast to it. It kind of goes through there. It's really bright yellow right now. We're gonna tame that down a bit here in a second. All along the top of the tree line, there's a soft yellow glow. There's a break right there because of the intensity of the color. And maybe come in with our white where it's super intense and fix that. Give it its intensity. And then over here is a bit more orange yellow. Don't worry about getting on your trees either, because you can go back over your trees, the tops of them, if you feel the need. Being timid again. Yeah, that's more. Okay, where's that pink? Drop some pink in. Here and there. That, and then grab our whites. Why is it so... There's no green or anything on there. Maybe I should just leave it be. Alright. We'll just leave it be. Alright, I'm gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm overthinking my situation and making things worse. Right? There we go. I guess. Alright, stop. A chunk of pink right there. That could get crazy later. Alright, let's do the water and see if that balances out our piece, right? That's a little better. Okay, I feel a little better about that. This pier situation, I'm not sure about, but we're gonna do it. It's mostly purpley brown, but I'm not feeling maybe this one. Yeah, I think I'll go with the lighter one. Okay, purpley brown. And I'm going to go ahead and get in some bold lines here. Why not? Alright, the last line is here, and then here, super faint, and then here. Pretty light out there. There, and then I feel like I should get in this. Woo! We just went for it. Ah. And then let's get in this side as well. Okay. There's our shape. That's good. And then we've got a little straight up and down action happening over here. Not that my line is terribly straight. There we go. Alright, I feel stressed out. Does anybody else feel a little stressed out? I feel like I should get in the purple over here before I draw the brown on top. Let's do that real quick. Let's finish up our water a little bit before we get too carried away with too many, we got details over here. Let's get our purple in from our sky. And then our trees, this whole area is very shadowy, right? And we want to take away all of our shine. Like that. There's a distinct ripple in the water right there. So I'll get that in. There's another distinct ripple out there. Like that. Okay. I don't want my water to be all like one. I want to have a little just a little bit of movement. No matter how smooth your water is, there's some sort of movement, right? There's the slightest ripple, right? And then over here, we have another dusting of purple. Like that. Alright, there's our dusting of purple over there. And then there's a whole lot of purple over here. Gonna be bold. Being bold. Like that. Then pink. I'm gonna leave some of that bright glow though, not too much. Just some. I don't want there to be a definitive line, but I do want there to be shine. Alright, and now our green. Of shadow. There. Like that. Oh yeah. And there's our little bit of green to our ripple. Okay. And I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna be bold, you guys. All these tall trees reflecting in the water. But there's also a lot of shine and bounce light, right? So we don't want to obliterate our purple. We definitely want some green shadow, right? And I feel like just to tone this purple down a little bit and make it a little more intense. Just because I use this color everywhere else, right? So balance, 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 balance. Yeah, that kind of darkens this side a little bit. Adds a little bit of atmosphere, which I'm totally digging. Just gonna skim this on the top of the texture of the page and get that, let the textures do the work. Oh yeah. Right through here mostly. Right through there. Okay. Yeah. dig that. Alright, I'm just gonna let it be on the page. Alright, stop fussing. I fuss too much. I'm trying for shiny water surface like here. Right? And then we'll put in our pier and be done. I have no idea how long this is. Sorry if it's too long for some people. And this is me going fast. I would not normally be working this fast. That pink is intense! Alright, how did I tame that down before with the white? I'm a little scared. Oh yeah, see, that lends a little bit of glisten to our water. Oh, so happy. Maybe a little ripple here and there. And I don't know why, but this hand is held up like really tall next to my body. I'm not sure what's happening. If you could see me physically doing the work, you'd be like, why is her hand up so high? How's that? Alright. Alright, alright, alright. I feel like it's a little dark back there. Brings it too far to the forward. See, that lends a little sparkle in the water. Ooh, super fun. Look, my water's sparkly. You're like, I know, I see it, jeez, stop. A little bit of walk and sparkle. Walk it around a little bit. There it is. There it is. Super digging it. And pastels are a favorite medium of mine. I love pastels. Alright, I gotta put the white down because I'm getting too carried away. Too carried away, and my yellow's disappearing over here. Okay. Okay, now we can go ahead and put in our dog. Alright. We get too carried away, right? Just get our shapes in. It's pretty much visually one piece with just a little bit of darks and lights down there. And we start to get our right? Keep our perspective correct, otherwise it'll look weird. And my perspective is off right now. Currently, it's off just a skosh. That's alright. Doesn't help that my head is tilted to the side, probably. Right. Okay. Probably not, but we're going to roll with it. I mean, it's not terrible. It is a bit more large at this end on the piece than I made it, but we're already committed, so we're already committed. So I'm just going to do what I'm doing right now. And then this one was kind of off the page right here. Like that. And down. Down. And then there's this one here to there. And there's this one here, which is the middle one, which goes all the way, oops, out there. So this is way off right here. That's alright. We're not going to stress about it too much. Structures, perspective, my whole brain. Perspective hurts my brain, you guys. Okay. These boards all go this way. So let's go ahead and get that texture in like right now. Those boards all go that direction. Right up to the edge. And there's a lower board right here that goes all the way out. And then here, right? The top of that board. Oh, perspective. And there's another 2x4 coming. Making a box. It made a whole box right there. And there's the boards coming down like so. Back behind. This is not going to be exact, it's just going to be the gist of the situation. Because man, this perspective situation, it's hurting my brain. How's that? Haha. It's a little swoopy, but that's alright. That. Something like that. It's hard to tell what these boards are all doing. Okay. That's as much. Pretty sure. Okay. That's the gist of our pier. Let's put in our darks. Where's that dark that I had out? Oh, apparently I put it away. Why not? Okay. Okay. There is a dark line right there, but all the different boards. Some are super dark, some are not. I'm winging it. We're winging it. Okay. Well, that's kind of looking alright. Now that I've got... Sorry I got super quiet again. I was contemplating my situation. I'm sure there are pastel artists out there right now. If they see this, they're like, oh dear. There's a learner right there. She's a beginner. It's alright. Everyone starts somewhere. Apparently this is one of my starting points. I do want that bit of shadow right there. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Alright. You start out hating something and end up not completely hating it, right? Let's get in our... And in the reference photo there's a person out here. I'm not putting a person in here. I just can't do it. There's all kinds of nondescript visual light dark going on back here that I'm not going to get too tangled up in. Then it starts to differentiate itself the closer it gets. Like that. Yeah, alright. And then just this side is dark. Ish. That's the gist, right? That is the gist. Oh man. Yeah, my perspective's all wacky on this piece. That's alright. We're not going to stress about it. Alright? Right. Meh. Okay. I think that might do, except our boards have a bit more pink purple on them. I'll come in here and just dash in some pink and purple. Especially kind of down the center where there's more light. Like that. And then just a bit of hint of sparkle here and there. Alright, I'm going to stop fussing with this one. I like it as it is. I mean, I definitely see where I could have done things differently and made improvements. But if I feel like at this point, if I do much more, it's just going to start looking super muddy. I'll go ahead and peel off our tape. Get our delicious border. Oh yeah, look at that business. Ooh, almost did it in one swoop. Yeah, and there's our pastel piece for Friday, this Friday. Here's our reference photo. Yeah, that's this, and then, yeah. My pier is, some piers do though, right? They're old and they sway a little, and they look a little wonky. Nothing wrong with that. Still serviceable. Yeah, so this is our piece. What do you guys think? I kind of dig it. I had fun. I experimented again with this paper. This is what my hands look like at the end. I look a little, I don't know. I don't want to get dark. It looks terrible. But these are all the colors that we use. Zoom, 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 zoom. This is what the desk looks like right now. And yeah, I had a blast. I hope you guys did too, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to, do the thumbs up and subscribe and come back for more fun. Bye.